If I were starting my acting career again, what would I do? Hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name is Valerie Hubbard. My credits include Castle, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How I Met Your Mother, Resident Evil Extinction, True Blood, American Horror Story, pretty much every Disney show, lots of theater, commercials, video games. So I've worked my whole career. And if I was starting my acting career again today, the first thing I would do was make sure I had the training. Now, I went to one of the big acting schools, and you certainly do not have to do that, but you do need to know what to do if you get on a set, because if you don't know what to do, it's kind of like entering, the freeway where all the cars are going 80 miles an hour and you're on a bicycle. You've got to know what you're doing. You don't need to know everything, and actors frequently suffer from getting ready to be ready, right? So I'm not saying that, but you just need to have a certain skill set as an actor before you actually open your business. The next thing I would do is I would not mess with an agent to start with. I think that's a really big mistake that a lot of actors make. You got to remember this, you guys. Agents are commission-based salespeople. That means they make money when you make money. So if you don't know the rest of the stuff that I'm going to talk about with you right now, then you're not really worth any money. And why would an agent be really interested in you? And most likely you're just going to get a crappy agent. So why waste the time looking for an agent? The first thing after I knew that I was ready, I had some training, I felt like I was ready to enter the marketplace. The first thing that I would do is be really, really clear about who I am, what I'm selling, and what do I do better than everyone else. Now, this is like a lot of times people hear the word pigeonholed or something like that and they get a little confused about this. Here's what I want to say. Imagine your acting business is a restaurant, right? Now you're going to have inside the restaurant, you're going to have different things on your menu. And over the last 40 years, I've probably, played 3 characters that I have made the most money from. And those are my best sellers on my menu. But the important thing is first you have to get people to come in your restaurant to order off the menu. And so you have to be clear that what the front of your restaurant says is really clear about who you are. So I'll just use me for an example. So my log line would be, I'm the buoyant, ballsy broad who will take you through the fun house. I'm a cross between Kathy Bates and Drew Barrymore. I play that lady that lives across the street from you. When you see me coming, you turn off your lights and pretend like you're not home. Kind of like the modern day Karen, right? And that's a character that works a lot. She's in every sitcom, and especially Karens right now are in every sitcom. So knowing like that's a character that I sell a lot. That's a character that I get hired for a lot, right? So if I was going to name my restaurant, I would probably just, and the other character that I get paid for a lot is the bully, like the really mean bully. A lot of times, like not really a nice person, not the smartest bulb, in the bunch, like just that. And so if I was going to name all of that to really identify what my brand is, it's Adorable Bully, right? And so you have a spectrum of the characters that you play over a period of time. You can't play everything. And the people that are trying to do everything are the people that are never going to work as an actor, right? Because people don't buy confusion. If a confused mind doesn't buy. So if you try to be everything to everyone, no one will hire you because they don't know what to do with you. They need to be clear about what to do with you. So I would say that my brand overall, like the front of my restaurant, is named Adorable Bully. And that pretty much describes the last 40 years of my career. Right? Once you kind of have an idea, and trust me, again, it's just like what I said before, you don't need to know everything to start, but have an idea of what are the kind of roles that you're going to book, right? And make sure that you have the pictures, the headshots to match those roles, right? You don't need to have a whole reel, and you don't need to have, a million headshots, and you don't need to have all of that to start, but you need to be really clear about what you're selling. And if I was starting over, I would make sure that I'm really clear about what I'm selling. The next thing that I would get really clear about that I would do differently than I did when I first started acting is I would be really clear about who's going to buy my product, right? Who are my customers? As an actor, our customers are casting directors, producers, and writers. And we have to be really clear about who are the people. So I'll just give you a little story. Like when I first went to LA and I was older, when I went there, it was like really hard. It was really humiliating because I had worked as an actress in New York and then I showed up to LA and it was almost like I had to start over and it was awful, right? And that's like very humbling when you have to do that. And so I was really clear that the first company that was probably going to hire me was Disney. Like I felt like Disney was something that I could do in my sleep. It's very vaudevillian, it's funny, it's slapstick, and I'm really good at that. That's a very big strength of mine. So I went to Disney first and I got to know all the people involved at Disney. The casting director, the head of casting, the casting directors, there's several casting directors, but the head of casting, the producers, the directors, the writers. So I would get really, really familiar with the people that are most likely going to hire you, right? So if, you know, and I would get really, really clear about that. And I would make a list and then I would begin to start to reach out to them to get to know my customers. Because guess what, you guys? When you finally do have a meeting with an agent and you have good headshots, maybe you have a clip or two, you have relationships with customers, casting directors, producers, and writers, an agent is going to be way more interested in you because, again, they're going to make a commission from you only when you make money. So if you already have a head start on making money, then it's easy for them to come on board with you. Hope that makes sense. You know, the next thing that I would want to do differently than I did when I first started, of course, social media. And the reason social media is really important is because in the future, which is actually now, we are going to start to be selected by our search engine optimization, which is SEO. And so if I Google you and nothing comes up about you, then that's bad because the way that AI is going to find us is by our search engine optimization. So you need to make sure that you are on social media platforms, that you have a website, and again, do not spend all your time building a website. You don't need all of this to start, but I would start to really understand that social media is now really a must, right? So I would start to build that platform. Of course, when I started acting, we didn't have that. So if I was starting today, I would definitely be focused on social media, knowing my customers and my brand. The last thing that I would really be really clear about is there are a ton of ways to make money as an actor now, way more than when I got out of acting school. You know, there was 3 networks when I got out of acting school: ABC, NBC, CBS, and PBS. Fox wasn't even up yet, right? So now there are a ton of ways to make money. Vertical content, user-generated content, you know, all social media sites. I mean, YouTube right here, right? There's a lot of ways to make money. Voiceover, so many things under the umbrella of voiceover, like a ton of ways to make money. So I would be really, really clear about streams of revenue that I was going to go after, streams of money that I was going to go after. So if you're super commercial, then I would probably start with commercials. Because here's the deal. If you are making money as an actor, you're going to feel like you are a professional, right? And when you feel like that, then you act like that. Because a lot of actors act like, you know, poor starving artists, right? And it's not really our fault because we're told that, you know, you don't have any control. It's all about luck. You have to have an agent. All that bull BS that we're taught it's just that. It's just BS. The thing is, it's your business. You're setting it up. You're paying for it, or your parents, right? Or a benefactor that you might have. But an agent's not going to pay for your business. A casting director's not going to pay for your business. It's your business. You're the boss. So you ultimately are going to make decisions for yourself. So I would understand that I want to make money as an actor, right? And that is only if you really want to be a professional actor. If you want to be an amateur actor, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be an amateur actor and, do community theater on the side. I mean, I know a lot of people that do that, and that's great if you want to do that. But a lot of times I think actors have one foot in that and one foot in dreaming that they were a professional actor, and they're not really taking the actions that's going to get them that, being a professional actor. Okay? So those are the things that I would look at if I were trying to start my acting career over. I put together an actor bundle that's got everything you need to identify your brand, to get the best headshots, and how to get, keep, or fire an agent when you're ready to get one. And so below in the comment section, I will, in the description, I will put a copy of that bundle. It's free, download it and use it. And be on the lookout for my next video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.